15% of these aren't found, they're just ones that I had, but the rest are 1 cent coins, 2 cent coins. That was partially surface find. This one was, this is a lock blade knife. This actually fits my 9-year-old son's hand. And this was actually up like this in the sand pit when I found it. This is a pocket watch that I found under a playground. And I found this part separately, close by. It's not in the best condition. But my dad said some of the older ones had jewels, like a jewel as part of the movement. So you can see where the hands were. Actually, now this is my first dog collar, like dog tag, and this is quite cool. That was unexpected find. It says Poultry Growers of Western Australia Co-op Society with a rooster over a bridge. Yeah, found that in a playground. There's Master Billiards token, a car wash token. I found this boil-proof yarn, rayon elastic, this tag, and it says Woolworths. That's kind of interesting. Also, I found what looks like a bullet casing, but it's not. And it has 3 flowers engraved on it. Okay, these are the Girl Guide badges that you've seen in the other episode. And I thought this was cool, having been a scout myself. This looks like it was the original flag rope tie. It's what we make it. And it says, I was very surprised to find this, 100 years of Federation, 1901 to 2001. Celebrating 200 years, 1788 to 1988. And it says Building a Nation Together, Australia. Found this thing, it looks like an acorn. It's like some kind of brooch. And this, you've seen that before. This is like off a drawer. Some kind of little diamond-y stud type thing. This is a Rockingham Bowling Club badge. This is like a heart. I think this is a charity fundraiser heart brooch. Found this weird guy. Some kind of a, kind of looks a bit like Casper, but he actually has a green eye and little diamonds in the top of his hat. And it's kind of a badge thing. This little heart thing. Found these little dolphins with a diamond. This is my my small collection of chains that I've found in, some of them I don't even remember where I found at all. But somebody's says Hayley, happy 18th. And this was found under an old oak tree in an area that I went to. Now this is actually what I found out, somebody who I know who was a mason, and he said this is a Masonic jewel. It has all in, he said what was very interesting about this was that it's in Italian, and normally with the Masons it's something to do with, he said it's possibly silver too. I'll flip it over for the other side. He said because there's Masons and Freemasons and all this sort of thing, there's all the marks of who made it there too. Okay, here are some other items. This one is some kind of a brooch. We've got, I know I've seen this one on a girl's handbag before. Got these little chain things. St. Michael, he's squashing a demon or something. Aztec rose, some form of an earring by the look of it. And you've got, sorry about the camera, this kind of a thing goes around your neck. All sorts of just interesting things. There's an old cross I found at the, it's like a religious thing there. Best friends, heart earrings. Surprised to find these things. This is my bullets and ammunition finds. I'm sure that's some kind of a bullet head. This is a Luger 9mm. Australia, it's not very common to find these things for me anyway. I didn't expect to find them. 22. It's another bullet shell, not sure what that is. Found this one. I don't know what that is. I think it's a machine gun bullet. I don't know. It hasn't got a primer. This kind of a bullet head. This is actually a necklace bullet. And this one I found under the oak tree as well with that Mason medallion. Very interesting. I don't even know what that is. This one was cool. I went to an old cemetery. I don't hunt on the graves, obviously, but just in the grass and around the graves. And this one, I found out online, it's rival. It's the rear of a shotgun shell. And for this one, it was a collector's site, and it was 1884 to 1929. This was being used for the numbers that I got off my lead fishing weights that I found. And here's an old whistle that I found. It says the Acme begs or something. Old whistle, still has the thing in it. Some kind of a sewing thing. Square nail, that was at the old school. Another square sort of type nail. This is a 2-cent coin, somebody's cut in half, who knows why. And another 2-cent coin that's cut in half, who knows why. And the one that really made me spew was, this is a $2 coin. This is exactly how I found it, chopped up. And this was on an oval. I thought, why on earth would you chop a $2 coin? It looks like it's been done with a guillotine as well. Okay, this is from the old house site. It's an Australian Military Forces button. This one I showed recently in one of my last episodes. And this one also. This button has Her Majesty's Service on it. And there's also a lion standing with a wreath underneath. It seems, Her Majesty's Service seems like a military button. Here's all the rings. You've seen that one before. This one, it's very corroded. This has got like dolphins on it. It's really yuck. But it's a ring nonetheless. This is shown recently. This was found near a sports field. I can't remember where now. Bit of a broken kid's ring. This was shown in a recent video. This one's interesting. It's like a dolphin ring. This is another show ring. It's just pretty cheap. And this one. These are my silver finds. It's a pure silver ring. A silver locket. There's a different... Oops. There's doves and a heart. A toe ring. And a silver chain. Oh, and the silver bracelet, which has been seen in other episodes. These are my chain finds. There's some kind of a toe ring, a couple of bangles from the Girl Scout ground. This one has Jacob on it, just copper. Okay, this is the gold ring that I found. Well, it's just so brilliant, and I haven't cleaned it or anything, and it's just so brilliant. But it doesn't have a stamp on it, and it looked like it'd been in the ground for some time when I pulled it out. But yeah, this is the actual gold ring. It has got the stamp. You can see it's squashed. This is the first ring I found, gold ring. Okay, so these are 1960, 59, 55, 52, 51, 50, 49, 45, 44, 42, 41, 38 and 36, which is the one I showed, 1936, the British coin, the bent one. I've already shown you that. Now, this 1938, I found this at about 300 millimeters, or 30 centimeters. It was the deepest coin I've ever found, as 1938. And I couldn't quite, I thought it was a 1930 penny. I nearly had a heart attack. It was 1930 and it had the top of the 8 and the bottom of the 8, and it looked like a 0, and I couldn't get the dirt off, and I was just about going to do a big breakdance through the schoolyard. And I finally found some water and I cleaned it, and it was 38, and I was like, whoa. But it was very good, very cool to find a coin at 300 millimeters deep, or 30 centimeters deep. Half pennies, Australian half pennies. You can't really see them that good, just like the pennies. But I'm just going to read you the dates. There's 1954, 51, 50, 48. These are all 48s. And 1945. This is a 1917 silver sixpence. This is pure silver. I found this with a metal detector. And this 1917, can't remember what it is, I think it's 1 shilling. Quite worn. Found this at the schoolyard. A lot of these I found at the schoolyard. This one was a real surprise. It was near a tree. 1952 shilling. Then you've got a 1951 sixpence. 1955. And 1957 and 58, 3 pence. There's 6 pence. At the school ground. This is 1888, silver sixpence. This was minted in the Royal Mint in London for Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee. Now I see that NQ Explorer found one of these at the one of the Cobb & Co carriage stops, and I thought, oh, I've got one of them too, but he kind of found his in a cooler place than I did. Found this in the school ground. It was probably within 5 to 10 centimeters with the AT Pro, and I was very surprised. But this is 100% pure silver, and that is the oldest coin that I've found with the metal detector. It just goes to show you never know what's in the ground.